Zeiss.
Here, please stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for prayer. If you would keep in your thoughts and prayers the family of Lloyd Long, former mayor of the city of Tonawanda, who passed away last week. And when we do adjourn for the evening, we'll adjourn in his name tonight. Communications from the mayor's office for ordered file, and communications from city officials referred to the committee of the whole are ordered file. As far as changes to this evening's motions and resolutions, there was one resolution that was put in an error. Resolution number 2 for the bills is actually for our next meeting. Resolution number 9, it's not here, but we will be attaching section 139, subsection 3, which speaks to the issue of Commissioner of Deeds. And we will be going to executive session once again to discuss negotiations and personnel of particular persons. At this time, I'll take comments from the public on the motions and resolutions. Ask you to state your name and address, and remind everyone that you have 3 minutes at the mic, and address all questions to the chair. Any comments, questions?
Roger Wachowski, 410 A.M. Street. Just on item number 6, the cost is only $151,000. Item number 6. So what is the $151,000?
Well, as you remember, we had like a really big pile of dirt, and we had a lot of intermunicipal help grading it, but unfortunately, we still had a lot of grading left to do, and that's basically what that cost is. It's for a lot of to continue grading that property.
There's actually 3 items on that change order. First was the removal of abandoned gas well. That gas well was right in the middle of the retention pond that had to be removed. Cost for equipment and operators utilized the load and spread excess material trucked by county municipal dump trucks. For a week, we had county and other municipalities helping us out there moving dirt. So that saved us some money in terms of the trucking, but the equipment to load the trucks had to come from the contractor on site. We got the trucks, but not the equipment, is what it amounted to. And the last item is the cost of moving in place remaining excess fill material from the stockpiles to meet the revised grading plan. And if you notice that most of those big mounds of dirt are gone, I think it was somewhere in the vicinity of, let's see, 24,400 cubic yards of material had to be moved. And that's those 3 items what makes that figure up.
Thank you. Other comment? Question?
By the council and seconded by the council, resolved that the common council minutes from July 24, 2012 be accepted as filed.
Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Little, whereas the charter of the city of Tonawanda, effective January 1, 1998, section 3.005B, provides that existing departments of the city are ratified.
I'll second that. Comments or questions on waiving the reading? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So resolution 3 is by Ms. Little, moved by Mr. Sliz. Comments or questions on resolution 3? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Little, resolved that resolution number 18 from January 3, 2012 minutes of the City of Tonawanda Common Council meeting regarding the setting of the salary for the temporary position of Director of Parks and Recreation is hereby rescinded, and be it further resolved that the salary for the position of Interim Director of Parks and Recreation shall be $56,917.
Do I have a second?
Second, Mr. President.
Second, Mr. Boyle. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Boyle, whereas Auctions International conducted a 2-week online auction for 2 jet skis in the police department from July 11th to July 25th, and whereas the high bidder was CNY Premium Autos in the amount of $6,000, and whereas the police department has been advised that it has been primarily awarded a grant to purchase a patrol boat in the amount of $139,500 as part of the 2012 Port Security Grant Program as administered by FEMA Department of Homeland Security. And whereas the required match of city funds is approximately 25% of the cost of the boat, or approximately $46,500, now therefore be it resolved that the sale in the amount of $6,000 for the jet skis to CNY Premium Autos be authorized and approved, and further be it resolved that the proceeds from said sale be used toward the city's required match for the 2012 Port Security Grant.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Ms. Little. Comments or questions?
Comment, Mr. President.
What?
Hat goes off to the police department for getting this grant on this one. Also, I guess you're going to put that. Where's the police chief? Is the chief in there? John, are you going to, 29, you're going to put that up for auction also? After you get this boat when the season happens?
Once we have the new boat in our hands, then we'll sell 29.
And then that'll go towards the offset of the 46. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Boyle. Other comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Boyle, resolved at the recommendation of the city engineer, Jason J. Lamonaco, P.E., that an award of change order number 3 to the Spalding Connors Park project be made to L.J. Quigliano II, Incorporated, at a cost not to exceed $151,421.50.
Do I have a second?
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Mr. Casso. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Little, resolved at the recommendation of the city engineer, Jason J. Lamonaco, P.E., that award of change order number 2 be made to CBF Incorporated at a cost not to exceed $55,000 for sidewalk replacement and pertinent work.
That resolution is seconded by Mr. Sliz. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Boyle, resolved that the 2012 general fund budget be amended to account for New York State Child Passenger Safety Grant funds received to purchase appropriate equipment for the police department for your agenda.
Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Sliz. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Casso, resolved that resolution number 159 from the June 19, 2012 minutes of the City of Tonawanda Common Council naming Louis Turchiarelli Commissioner of Deeds is hereby rescinded.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Was there an amendment to that?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
And that we will attach
And that we will attach
section 139, subsection 3.
Section 139, subsection 3. Will be attached
To the resolution.
to the resolution.
All right, now do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Ms. Little. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Little.
Mr. President, I make a motion to waive the reading on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15.
I'll second that. All those in favor of waiving the reading, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, resolution number 10 is moved by Ms. Little. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Boyle. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted. Resolution number 11 is the sponsors, Mr. Sliz. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Ms. Little. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted. Resolution number 12 is Mr. Sliz, seconded by
Second, Mr. President.
Mr. Boyle. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted. Resolution number 13 by Mr. Boyle. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Sliz. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted. Resolution number 14 by Mr. Boyle. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Ms. Little. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted. Resolution number 15 is by Mr. Casa. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Sliz. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Boyle, be it resolved that the City of Tonawanda hereby retains the law firm of Webster Zani LLP as a consultant pursuant to a written retainer agreement regarding labor relations, employee personnel matters, union contract negotiations, and related employment/labor issues and matters, and for any other matters the city deems necessary. And be it further resolved that the City of Tonawanda hereby retains the law firm of Cook LLP as a consultant pursuant to a written retainer agreement regarding real estate development, redevelopment, and related real estate matters, and for any other matters the city deems necessary.
Do I have a second?
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Mr. Casa. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Casa, resolved that the Common Council authorizes a public/online auction to be conducted by Auctions International of a 1990 Ford LT 8000 dump truck, formerly known as truck number 17.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Boyle. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted.
By Councilmember Zips, Council President Zips, resolved that in recognition and compliance with the New York State Open Meetings Law, this Common Council will meet in executive session in the Common Council chambers for the purpose of pending executive business. And further be it resolved that upon the conclusion of the above stated business matters, the meeting shall again be open to the general public. The reason for the executive session is to discuss negotiations and personnel of particular persons.
Do I have a second?
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Mr. Boyle. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Declare the resolution adopted. At this time, I'll take comments from the public, ask you to state your name and address, and once again, remind everyone you have 3 minutes at the mic. Mr. Casa?
Just wanted to let everybody know that undisclosed number of birthdays that my father has had, and for one of the latest undisclosed number of birthdays, we took him to the jet boat tours and Niagara, and seeing what they've done there, I'm really excited to get out to see the tour on the water here, which I've still yet to do. I think the city has a lot to offer down by the waterfront, and really proud to be from the city of Tonawanda and have that around. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Costa. Mr. Sliz?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Little?
I have nothing to say on this time.
Thank you. Mr. Boyle?
Okay, I'm using my cell phone, because I have notes. I said last meeting that I wasn't going to say anything about Canal Fest. I was going to let myself kind of cool down. Well, A few things I want to touch base on. Canal Fest is a great little thing. It started first Sunday. Came in from Geneva. I take a trip over to Walgreens parking lot, and I see that the Carousel Society, aka Rides of Rochester, has a ride that's about a third into the Walgreens parking lot. I turn around, I go talk to Ray and Chuck Profrock, and they tell me that they have a 20-year agreement. They've had a 20-year agreement with Walgreens. Fact, Walgreens has only been there 15 years. Now, Mr. Chuck Profrock tells me that he has talked to the manager of Walgreens the past 3 years. After talking to the manager of Walgreens, nobody has ever talked to him about this. We sat in a meeting one time with Larry and Randy, and we said that what we'd like is we'd like to have the two restrooms, the porta potties not on Walgreens property. Two porta potties were on Walgreens property. If you go down there also, one of the rides, the big slide, was about 1.5 feet from the Walgreens sign. That takes care of that one. Number two, panhandling, I think, is illegal in New York State. Is it not, Chuck? I mean, is it not, Chief?
Yes.
Okay. Canal Fest had street entertainment. It was always by the First Niagara Bank. And if you sat and listened to them, they said our next trip will be after we get $10 in this box. As far as I'm concerned, that's panhandling. Ray Profrock has written in the newspaper stating that the rides were down about a third. Maybe having rides that range from $10 to $3.75 is a little bit too much for these kids to participate in. They said that maybe being open till 11 o'clock, they would turn around and make more money. As the chief can vouch for me, I was down there every night. I went down on their busiest night, which was Friday and Saturdays, at about 9 o'clock. And on all these rides, I'm seeing maybe 2 to 3 kids on these rides, or people on these rides with nobody else in line. Maybe also the reasons that they are down a third is New York State mandated saying you cannot work 8 days in a row. So you take away Sunday, which is 8 hours, and then our time being down. Also, if anybody would actually say in the newspaper that any elected official would tell our police department not to make arrests, I take that personally to heart. That is ludicrous, and I really think that Ray and Chuck Profrock need to write a rebuttal in the newspaper saying that they are totally wrong for saying that. Another thing is we sat in here and we said we're going to have a 10 o'clock shutdown. We had 2 gentlemen from the Slovaki tent. They got up and they turned around and they said that we are from Toronto. I sat on a Friday at 10 o'clock, 10:05, and I'm watching these people take orders still. So I go up to them and I ask them, I said, what time do you guys close down? 11 o'clock. I said, no, you shut down at 10 o'clock. This gentleman that stood up here and said he was from Toronto, I said, you were in the meeting when we said 10 o'clock. He looked at me and he says, well, we disagree with it. So I really don't care what he disagrees with. We turn around and we set the time at 10 o'clock. They went and they wanted to get a policeman involved with this thing, and the one police department said that it was a city decision to shut it down at 10 o'clock. The police had nothing to do with it. It's as I said before, Thursday night was good, Friday night was good, Saturday night was good, and Sunday was good. Maybe 4 nights is good. And I really think what we have to do as a council for next year is maybe look at getting rid of the rides altogether. Because I think that would alleviate a whole bunch of the problems that we are having if you looked at that one thing that the chief gave us. I mean, it's not going to go away. These kids have no respect for anybody. And I think if you get rid of the rides, it's going to make life a lot easier for everybody involved. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Boyle. Mayor Pelosi.
Thank you, Council President Zeiss. At the last meeting, I do consider, and I know our police chief does too, a personal affront to our integrity and honesty to say that we purposely went out of our way to tell his officers, our officers, because it's our police department, to lay off. That's not true. There's no way. If you know Chief John Ivansick, there's no way he would do that. So I agree with a lot of things that were already said by Councilmember Boyle. I think we need to take another look at Canal Fest and see if we can make it better. And I think making it better means making it family friendly, do a lot more with the craft people and that sort of thing. But we'll see, and we'll work at it. Monday, I was asked by County Executive pulling cars to be at a press release at Main Street. That had to do with the Central Commercial Improvement Program. Just so everybody knows, there was an investment between private money and public government dollars of just under $210,000 in storefronts since 2009 in this program. Basically what it was a $10,000 grant, up to $10,000 grant, dollar for dollar match. And there was 10 different owners, business people that got involved, and I thank them, and I thank Gary County for allowing us to be in that program. It was a great experience, and again, a $210,000 investment in our downtown area. Lastly, I'd like to echo the comments that Council President Zeiss mentioned at the onset of this meeting, and that has to do with Lloyd Long. Anybody that knew Lloyd Long knew that he loved this city tremendously. He served his country in World War II. He became an entrepreneur, a trading person, if you will. He donated an enormous amount of time to the city when it came to paving as a consultant, and I'm sure many, many people are going to miss him. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Pelosi. And I have nothing further. Thank you for coming tonight. Have a great night. Drive home safely. We'll see you again. God bless.